Hello friends, welcome to this actual vlog that I'm doing for Vlogmas. I figured I would go ahead and start the vlog now. It is a Saturday. It's actually a beautiful day. I mean, it's very cold, but the sun is out. I am getting ready to go to Fred Meyer and do some grocery shopping. I figured I'd take you guys along. I'm also gonna check out their Christmas decor because I kind of wanted to get just like a few more little things for the apartment. We don't have an actual big tree this year because we just don't really have the space for it. But I am just putting a few little decorations up here and there. So yeah, let's go see what they have. Okay, so my friend V requested that I include a grocery haul in my vlog, so that's what we're gonna do. This all came from Fred Meyer. Normally, we also go to Grocery Outlet, but I just didn't really feel like going there today, so I didn't bother. Fred Meyer typically has good prices compared to other places. So starting over here with the produce, pretty much all of this is stuff that we're planning on using in recipes this week. So I got some green onions and avocado. This was only 99 cents for an avocado, so that's pretty good. 2 Roma tomatoes, a red bell pepper, some mushrooms. Usually the white mushrooms are the cheapest, and I'm really not picky with mushrooms. To me, they're all good, so I usually get those. Some blueberries. Normally, I wouldn't get blueberries this time of year because they're not in season, but there was a good digital coupon for like half off of these, so those will be good. I love blueberries. Some zucchini for like a chickpea curry that we're going to be making this week. A couple of limes, some fresh ginger. I love fresh ginger. It's a pain to peel, but it adds so much flavor, so I love it. We almost always get fresh ginger every week. A couple of serrano peppers. This is for like a ranchero bowl that I'm going to be making this week, along with these sweet potatoes, which are also for that recipe. So I think that's all of the produce. So then I got some cinnamon raisin English muffins. I've been kind of addicted to these for the past couple months, so I usually like to have one of those with my breakfast. We always get canned beans. They're a big part of our diet. So I got some frijoles pintos, some garbanzo beans, 2 cans of those, 4 cans of coconut milk, because we do a couple different recipes that involve coconut milk. It's so good, it's so satisfying. I was just really craving tater tots last night and we didn't have any, so I made sure to get some today. So we got some tater rounds, which are basically like flattened tater tots. They remind me of the hash browns that you can get at Dunkin' Donuts, which we don't have here in Seattle, so those are always delicious. Also got just a block of extra firm tofu. I always get the extra firm if they have it because it's the best for cooking. Just has the best texture in my opinion. Got a carton of almond milk. Normally we wait to go to Grocery Outlet for our non-dairy milk because they usually have even better prices, but this one is always on sale for like $2.50 at Fred Meyer, so it's not a bad price. But Grocery Outlet usually has non-dairy milk for $1.99, so yeah, when we get a chance we go there, but you know, didn't really feel like making an extra trip just to save 50 cents. Okay, this was a splurge, okay, but I have been really wanting some hot cocoa. It is that season, and this was the only one that didn't have milk in it, so it also sounded so good with chili and cinnamon. Oh my goodness. So I can't wait to try that. I know Nathan's going to be excited about that too because he loves anything spicy. And then finally, I just got this 1 container of dairy-free yogurt. This is the plain one. I don't really like eating yogurt like just on its own, but this is for a recipe once again. It's for some sort of like creamy sauce, so I think that'll be really good. And I just got a small container because I figured it would take us forever to go through a big container, so just got that little one. And that is our grocery haul for the week. Really not a huge haul. We already have a lot of stuff in our fridge, so this is just kind of to get us through the week. But yeah, that's our grocery haul. And I didn't end up getting any Christmas decor this time because there just wasn't anything good. At least not that I wanted. I really wanted to find like a cute garland to go across our TV stand, but the only garland I found was like $40 and I didn't even really like it that much, so yeah, I didn't get any Christmas stuff, but that's okay. We already have a few little things and that's enough for me, so. Guess who finally got a cat tree? Christmas came early for these kitties. They absolutely love it. Heidi's on the top, she's the queen. This is even bigger than their last tree. B had just outgrown the previous tree that we had, so we needed to get something a little bit bigger because she, if you can't tell, she's rather large. So, this tree was described as an extra large heavy duty cat tree, which sounded like exactly what
Which sounded like barely enough.
Barely enough. Really, the main thing about the last tree was that the platforms just weren't quite big enough for B, like she'd always be hanging off. Which didn't stop her from using it.
She didn't mind.
But this one, as you can see, that top platform is nice and big. Really, like 2 of them could fit up there if they wanted to. Okay, so important update on this hot cocoa. It is delicious. We love it. We are working our way through it. We've only had it for a couple of days, but it's amazing. So you just do like 3 tablespoons of that and add hot milk. It's delicious. It has a little bit of a kick to it. You can definitely taste the chili and cinnamon. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. So I've added the hot milk. Used actually a mix of soy milk and almond milk because we were almost done with the soy milk. And it mixes up really well. There aren't going to be like lumps in there. You know how sometimes hot chocolate just like won't mix up well? But this mixes really quickly. And it's I can't wait to drink this. I only wish we had some little marshmallows to put on top. So I'm getting ready to film and I'm about to do my hair. And I've gotten some requests to show a hair tutorial recently, so I figured I would go ahead and show you how I do my hair. If I'm doing my hair, I pretty much always do it the same way, which is I curl it with a very basic curling iron. This is the Conair Instant Heat 1-inch curling iron. This is the only kind of curling iron that I like. I don't like the wands because for some reason I don't know, I don't have the coordination for those. Something about this is very difficult for me to use, so I just like the basic clamp iron. And the nice thing about this is that it has like 25 different heat settings. So the higher settings are, you know, better for like really coarse hair, thicker hair. I have pretty fine hair, so I keep mine around like 11-ish on the lower end. And it also has this turbo heat button, which I never use, but I'm guessing that's like if you want even more heat. I try not to go too crazy with the heat on my hair because, you know, I want to use as minimal heat as possible. And luckily my hair holds a curl pretty well, so I don't feel like I need a ton of heat. So while that heats up, I am going to put some heat protectant in, just any kind of like leave-in conditioner or leave-in spray that says it protects against heat works well. So this is the Amika The Wizard Detangling Primer. It does say on the back that it protects against heat. So that's what I've been using. Sometimes I also use the Sol de Janeiro Milky Leave-In Conditioner that I got as a point perk from Sephora. But I like this Amika stuff. But just so you know, the Eva NYC Main Magic 10-in-1 Primer is a dupe for this. It's basically the same thing. The only difference is that it smells different. But if you want something cheaper, just get that one. I actually like to just spray this into my hand because it's kind of oily and I don't like to spray it directly into my hair. So I just kind of work that through from the middle down. I did wash my hair earlier today and it has just air dried. And now we are ready to go. And the curling iron is already heated. It heats really quickly. I am just going to comb through my hair with this comb I have. It's like a wide tooth comb, just to make sure any tangles are out. And I don't clip my hair up or anything like into sections when I style it. I just don't feel like I need to because I have such fine hair. So I just kind of start with this front section. I take a section about that big. I clamp the curling iron about halfway down the strand of hair, and then I turn it away from my face. That's the key. I always curl away from my face. I just don't like the way it looks the other way around. Hold that there for a second, and then I bring it down. And I have pretty long hair, as you can see. It's gotten really long. So I go down a couple times until all of the hair is wrapped up, except for I do leave the ends out. Leave that in, not too long. I don't like to hold it there for longer than like maybe 10 seconds. And it's gonna look like a really tight ringlet at first, but just keep it like that until it cools. And I even sometimes will go like this while it's still warm to really get the curl in place, depending on how meticulous I'm being that day. Sometimes I'm lazy, but there's that. And then sometimes I'll kind of just flip the sections that I've already done to the other side so that I can see what else I need to work with. And then I just take the next section. And I usually work in vertical sections like this, at least in the front. I don't know why, but that's what I do. So the reason why I start with the iron up here is because I want to make sure that the top of my hair from like the middle up to the root is going to have volume. I don't want the majority of the volume to be down here, which is what would happen if I started the curling iron at the bottom. So I started up there, make sure that that top section gets nice and curled as well, and then I move it down a little bit like that. I still have about this much hanging out. Depending on the length of your hair, this will look different, of course, and then finally I go down to the bottom. And I like to leave about an inch of it out just to avoid damaging the very ends. And I also feel like that gives me a nice, almost like beachy curl. Okay, so then once I have gotten to all the sections on this half of my head, I kind of part it all the way down in the back and bring everything forward. So once I've gotten all those sections done, then I move on to this side and I do the same thing. I guess I forgot to say, but every time you do bring the curling iron down the strand, you do wrap all of it up again. So by the time you get to the bottom, you have all of the hair wrapped around. So then, once the hair has completely cooled, that is when I comb through it again with my comb. Sometimes I'll just use my fingers, but kind of like doing the comb. And this is going to really loosen the curls and make it more of like a wavy curl, which is what I like. I like the really bouncy, loose curls. Get it nice and floofed up. Sometimes I put texture spray in, but lately I haven't been. Just been using my Garnier volume hairspray. I feel like this both is a hairspray and it also adds volume, so I feel like it's kind of a two-in-one almost. Alright, and that is how I curl my hair, and after a little while it'll start to, you know, just loosen up a little bit, get a little bit bouncier, but that's pretty much it. I also did get a question about if I had any updates on the waver that I bought. So this is also from Conair, and this is just their 3-barrel waver. I've only used it a few times, but I do like it. This is very inexpensive. I think it's under $30. Similar to the other one, it does have this heat setting thing, the turbo and the regular heat. And I do like it. I feel like my hair, and this is the only waver I've ever tried, but I do feel like it makes my hair a little bit frizzy. So normally after I style with this, I'll just add in a little bit of either like an oil or typically just some leave-in conditioner or some anti-frizz type thing. So I'll usually just go in with a little bit of the Amika stuff, and that helps. So a good budget-friendly option, but I'm sure there are better ones out there. And I kind of would like to try one with thicker barrels, but it's fun. I feel like for me, I prefer this like wavy hairstyle in like the summertime, but in the winter, I prefer the just more traditional curls. So I also have tried the Kitsch heatless curl thingy a few times. If you've seen like the robe tie curls, I don't like it. The few times I've done it, I feel like my hair just comes out looking really just bad. Every time I've done it, it's really uneven on both sides, and like the hairs will have like random creases in them. And I also don't understand how you can sleep in this. Usually, like, the hair at the bottom will be super tight around it by the time I wake up, but then all of the hair from, like, here up is just totally loose. So, I don't know. I don't get it. I will keep playing with it probably But the few times I've done it, I really have not been happy with the results. So I think I'm going to stick to, you know, traditional heat. Well, 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 what do we have here?
A trifecta.
Heidi was up there first, then B had to get up there, and now Tala is also up there. So, pretty girl.
Heidi's face.
Hi, Heidi.
Hi.
Are you pretty?
B's like, where's my attention?
B. Hi. Surprise! We're doing another grocery haul.
Oh, yes.
So, Nathan took a trip to the grocery outlet, which I know in...
Is it the grocery outlet, or is it just grocery outlet?
Well, it's grocery outlet.
It's our grocery outlet.
Yeah, I don't really know. I know I mentioned in the Fred Meyer haul from earlier in the video that we like to shop at grocery outlet too, and he found some really good stuff. So we're going to show you what we got this time. So this is a more like typical, like bigger grocery run, I would say. All right, let's start with the cheeses. They always have so many good vegan, non-dairy cheese products for like amazing prices there. So this is
liquid vegan liquid vegan pizza mozzarella. I don't know why it's worded that way.
Melts, bubbles, and browns. So I've never had liquid mozzarella. I didn't know that even was a thing, but we're gonna have to make some pizza.
Yeah, no, I had to, well, and then we found out, there wasn't a price, like, under it. I just got it. I didn't really care how much it cost, because it seemed so weird that we had to try it. But I found out it was only like $2.99 a bottle.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And Miyoko's is like a fancy brand. Usually their stuff is like $7 a piece.
Great.
So
these were only like 99 cents a piece.
I don't know what we're gonna do with all this mozzarella, but
I don't know. Yeah,
we'll figure out something.
I didn't really think about it. I just got $2 worth of cheese.
Yeah, and then these also. This was another really good find because Treeline. These are normally like $8 at Fred Meyer, but he got the Chipotle Serrano pepper, which I'm very excited to try, and the sea salt and pepper. So this is kind of like a spreadable cheese. You could put it on crackers or
it's very soft.
Sandwiches.
You wouldn't like you can't really cut it into slices.
Yeah,
or something like that.
You can maybe put it on a charcuterie board if you wanted to, but
it's
so
like a
those.
Oh,
B is having way too much fun with his pants. Then some carrots. Some organic carrots, because you said these weren't that much more expensive.
Yeah, they were literally
like
40 cents more expensive than the other bag of carrots.
And then some cremini mushrooms. Those look delicious. These we've been loving recently. The dark chocolate covered hazelnuts. Really good snack. And then some maple syrup. A big thing of power greens. These are usually like $4 or $5 there, would you say? And this will last us like all week.
Yeah.
And it's organic, so that's amazing. Good for smoothies. Last night we put them on some veggie burgers, which these are here.
Yeah, we had those last night.
This big pack of we got this big pack of Beyond Burgers here. What is that? A 10-pack?
It's a 10-pack, and it was like $8.
Wow, that's heavy. I'm gonna put that down. I was like shaking. Some blue corn chips. Those are really good with hummus. Okay, I'll show the hummus in a second, but we got a really good deal on hummus. We don't usually get frozen waffles, but these you said were like $1 each or something? Or $1.99?
No, these were, $1.99 each.
Yeah, so cinnamon waffles, and they're gluten-free. Some frozen blueberries we pretty much always get there because the price is right, you know? What is that, a 5-pound bag? Oh, 3-pound. 3-pound. I was like, that can't be 5 pounds.
For $7.
This brand of tofu is so good. Like, whenever we can get this, we do.
It's our favorite brand.
But that'll be good. We eat tofu, you know, a couple times a week, usually. Some gluten-free hamburger buns, which, by the way, we've already opened a lot of this stuff because he actually went yesterday, and then we decided to film it today, so that's why some of the things have been opened. But yeah, we used these for the Beyond Burgers last night, and they were really good, actually. Like, I couldn't tell if they were gluten-free.
Yeah, I liked them a lot,
Yeah, what is that brand?
I always
Franz?
like toast like any gluten-free thing before eating it.
Totally.
Kind of as a rule. Like, I don't really eat raw gluten-free.
Raw gluten-free.
I shouldn't say raw, untoasted, like gluten-free breads. But yeah, once it's toasted, it's great.
Yeah, I thought that was really tasty. Franz does good bread products. I think they're based in Seattle, or at least
no way.
they have. Like I've seen their factory like on the way
You've
there.
been inside.
I haven't been in it, but I've seen it like
I
driving.
infiltrated it.
Okay, so let's see. B is like, I can't wait any longer. I have to see what's up here.
I have to dig in.
All right,
It's
so
open anyway.
over here, this I've never seen before there. This soy chorizo. It looks a lot like the Trader Joe's soy rizo. It looks very similar, so we'll see how that compares. Couple cans of coconut cream, which this is even better than coconut milk, which normally that's what I get at Fred Meyer because that's all they have. But coconut cream is just like even creamier because it is the cream of the coconut milk. And then 4 cans of chickpeas, which we go through a lot of those. Okay, so then you're probably like, wow, that's a lot of hummus. What was this? Buy one, get one?
It was buy one, get one for $1.99. And it's 6, count them, 6 jalapeno.
Jalapeno is the best and most underrated Sabra hummus flavor. Most stores don't have the jalapeno flavor, but in my opinion, it is the best.
I think it's really the only one.
It's better than the like supremely spicy. It's amazing. So you got 6 for what? $6? $1 each?
No, I got wait. Yes.
So they were $1.99. Buy one get one free.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So. 6 for 6. Cool.
Some green beans. Those are good to have. Just good to have some frozen veggies on hand. This is already empty, but yeah, he drank this yesterday. This coconut water.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes coconut water. I do not, but you know, that was a good find. Some vegetable oil. They usually have good prices on oil. I mean, they have good prices on everything. I think you've probably gathered that by now, but that is a nice big bottle. That'll last us a long time.
Yeah, we had basically the same one, and it lasted us
like a month or something. Yeah. So is that everything? Did I oh so. Wait, I don't think I said this. This another coconut water. So now you can see why we love grocery outlets so much.
Yeah,
because
there's so many great things to just like stumble on.
Yeah. So
stumble upon.
For all this, what would you say? It was about $100, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good deal, especially for all the like organic, like vegan, name brand stuff. Like to get all this for $100, it's
you have to like
impressive.
You have to like look at the price tags at grocery outlets.
You definitely do, because there are some.
Well,
you know,
a lot of the stuff is like, a lot of the cheap stuff is like right next to stuff that's just regular price.
Yeah.
Or if not, sometimes it seems like more expensive.
Yeah, and certain things you can't find there, or like sometimes they'll be out of tofu, for example, so then we'll go over to Fred Meyer, but yeah, it's good for just snacks and various staples, so yeah, we love the grocery outlet. We're going thrifting.
It's misting, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of like flurries, but rain.
Rain flurries.
Rain flurries. Oh, Nathan's wearing his Christmas sweater.
Yes. I'll see. Ooh, hi, big boy. You're showing off. Oh, bye.
Okay, bye.
How shiny is Nick?
Yeah, beautiful.
Very Christmassy. He's like, yeah, you're right. How did you notice?
Okay, so we're back from Buffalo Exchange, and I thought I would show you what I got. I got 3 things. This was the first thing. I think this was like around $25. It's from Madewell, and it's super cute. It's like a tie-dye sweater. I really like that it has like slightly puffy sleeves, but not too puffy, you know? Hi, Heidi. Coming to check it out. So yeah, I thought that was really cute. Fits really well. So then the other 2 things I got were both jackets. This was the first one. Really cute fleecy jacket. I think actually you guys saw me looking at this in the store too. But yeah, this was also $25, and I'm not sure what brand it is. Let me see. Oh, it's Urban Outfitters. Cool. Wow. All right. And then the last thing I got was this jacket, which it's looking a lot more yellow, like bright yellow on camera than it actually is. It's more like a mustard color. And I think it's sort of a raincoat. I mean, it doesn't feel like a fully waterproof material, but it definitely feels water resistant. What do you think, Heidi? You like it? And there's the hood, and it does have a little drawstring so you can cinch it so it actually stays on your head. And this was actually the cheapest thing. This was $21.50. Everything there was like $20 and up, but I feel like that's pretty typical for, I guess that's pretty typical for Buffalo Exchange, because everything there is like actually, you know, nice quality stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to have that. And this is like an actually pretty thick material, so it'll keep me warm in addition to keeping me dry. So yeah, oh, and it also has little thumb holes in the sleeves, which I thought was kind of cool. So yeah, that's what I got, my little mini thrift haul. Thanks for coming along. Heidi wanted to say goodbye too, apparently. So I'm actually sitting here wrapping up editing this vlog, and I just wanted to film a quick outro to thank you so much for watching this video and for watching Vlogmas. This is going to conclude my 12 days of Vlogmas. I hope that you enjoyed the daily uploads as much as I enjoyed making them for you, and I will be back with many more videos throughout the rest of December. They just won't be daily uploads, but thank you so much for being here, for watching my channel, hanging out with me, and I hope you're having a great holiday season, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.